Okay, so we have a graph here. What are the two labels on the graph? What are we comparing? Time and distance from a sensor. So Chloe is holding a sensor. Sorry, she's walking in front of a sensor. And the graph is showing her motion as she walked in front of a sensor. So after 0 seconds, how far away from the sensor was she? What was her starting point? Did she start next to the sensor? No. How far away was she? 3 meters. Now they tell us the unit is meters. This is where she starts. After no time has passed, she's 3 meters away from the sensor. So she's not actually starting next to the sensor. After 7 seconds, how many meters away from the sensor was she? So we're going to look at 7 seconds, and you have to tell me how many meters away from the sensor was she? 1 meter. Good. What happened during the first 2 seconds, which would be from here to here? During the first 2 seconds, what is happening? Her distance from the sensor is increasing. It's getting larger, which means if she started 3 meters away from the sensor, she ended up being 5 meters away from the sensor. So she's further away. She's going away from the sensor. So those of you that said away, we're going to write it here. You were correct. Away from the sensor. During the next 2 seconds, so 2 more seconds are passing by, right? 2 seconds. Distance from the center was what? Her distance from the sensor was the same. What was it? She was still 5 meters away from the sensor. She did not move. The horizontal segment, so this horizontal line, tells us that Chloe was not moving. She stopped. From T4, which is right here, if time is 4, to T equals 5, so from here to here is what they're telling us. Her distance from the sensor was what? I'm going to say her distance was decreasing, right? It was getting smaller, which means what? She was moving away or towards the sensor? She was moving back towards the sensor. And since this segment of the graph is steeper, what does that tell you about her movement? Was she going slower or faster? Faster. If it's steeper, it means she's going faster. Think about it. In 1 second, she went from 5 meters all the way to 2 meters in 1 second. So she actually traveled 3 meters in 1 second, right?